Having made the plugs for the club Loco during the week, we're now down the club and we are going to give it a hydraulic test. Let's see how that goes. The plugs are in, the pump is attached, and we can start pumping it up. So for the hydraulic test, all we've done is replace the safety valves with plugs. Everything else is still connected, everything else is still tight, except for the whistle valve, which is dripping and meaning that we've got to keep pumping all the time. The regulator must have a slight leak because it's coming out the snifting valve and running down the side. That's not a problem. And inside it is coming out the glass pipe ever so slightly. Not to mention a slight weep on the steam pipes, but nothing to worry about for the construction of the boiler. So with the hydraulic test passed, we have now moved on to the steam test. So as part of the steam test, we need to check the pressure gauges reading correctly. But we did that while we had the boiler pumped up and the pressure gauge still connected. At Maidstone we have a checklist that covers all of the items on the certificate so that we can be sure that during the test we've covered everything. So when we get as far as having steam, this engine has 2 injectors and 1 hand pump, and that is it for boiler feed. So we'll need to test all 3 of them. We will be testing that the water gauge works correctly. We'll be testing that the safety valves evacuate efficiently. And then we'll also be checking smoke box pipe work. And just checking that on my list, the last thing that we test at Maidstone is part of our bylaws that we must have a working whistle when we're running around the track. So we always test the whistle as well, because that confirms that any engine we've tested is permitted to run on our track. So that will be done as soon as we have some steam. It looks like it's starting to warm up and get in there. One injector up. Two injectors. Water gauge works. Whistle works. So you may be able to tell from the smoke in the background and the scenery flashing past and around the track, we've passed the boiler test. Everything is working fine and we're off around the track. I'll give you a bit of history of the engine. So the chassis was donated to us by the family of a past deceased model engineer. I believe they were a member. And it sat for a little while trying to decide what to do with it. There was talk of getting it running on air or running with an electric motor, I seem to remember. I was quite young at the time. But we got the thing running on air and it ran so nicely that it seemed a shame to not finish it. I mean, it had been intended that we could keep it as a sort of learning tool as the bare chassis. But like I say, it ran so well, it was a shame to not finish it. And a number of our members teamed together to finish it. We've made the front cover of the Model Engineer with a picture of everyone that was involved in making it. And yeah, one or two guys coordinated it at one guy's house, and they did the bulk of the assembly and the fitting, and many of the rest of us made bits of the drawings and sent them to them. It was finished in 2000, so it's been running 22 years now, and it's a good little Loco. It's an enterprise. It's a 3-cylinder, seems like a witch, and will pull well. So it's a nice, handy, useful club engine that can help out for passenger hauling if necessary, but also it's nice and easy for people to learn on as well. Its biggest flaw is it suffers from not being used. It needs our members to get it out and take it for a run. So let me just show you a few more bits about it, and then we'll go for a lap of the track. handle as long as it lives in the bunker. Okay, so I think it's fair to say it doesn't go quite so well in reverse, but fortunately on a racetrack it's not often we look at going in reverse. That is something that we could look at next time we have it in bits, but until that happens this will be fine. Yeah, it's getting pretty horrible to be honest. That is not grizzly 3-cylinder smoothness. So, yeah. That's a job for another time. Like I say, it's available for use now. That's one of the benefits of being in this club. There's this and one other. So this and the Doris, once that's ready again. And they are both sitting here waiting to be used by any member who wishes. So, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Hope you've found it interesting, and I'll see you again next time. So there we have it. That's one of our 2 Club Locos, now fully ticketed and is good for all of next season. Next up is the Doris. Need to get that tested at some point, but that will be another day.